Ojai. Thunder Bay, the city in Canada, in the western part of the province of Ontario, on the northern coast of the lake top in the mouth of the Kaministiquia River. Thunder Bay was formed in 1970 as a result of association of the cities of Fort William and Port Arthur and adjacent townships. Nibing and McIntyre. At the time of association, each of both cities had about 50,000 inhabitants. During the period after association, growth of the population was slow. Thunder Bay differs very high in comparison with an average over the country in crime rate. He is in the lead among large city formations of Canada by the number of murders per capita, and it is considered the capital of murders. Other problem are the robberies caused by the growing drug addiction. To Thunder Bay, the Lake University and also Confederation College is located. Before arrival of Europeans on the northern coast of Lake Superior, there lived communities of the Ojibwe. In the 17th century, the French dealers in furs come here. In 1679, the French constructed a Fort Kaministiquia on the Kaministiquia River, but later it was left. The constant settlement appeared here in 1803 when the Northwest Company constructed Fort William. At the beginning of the 19th century, it was the center of the Canadian trade in furs, but after merging of the Northwest Company with the Company of Hudson Bay, its value weakened. To the middle of the century, mining, copper, gold, silver became a primary branch of the region. At this time, Canada began to show interest in expansion on the west. Arrangement of a way to the Fort Erie, nowadays Winnipeg, was entrusted to the engineer Simon Dawson. The mouth of the Kaministiquia River then suited for navigation, and for Dawson Road, the depot, which was to the northeast from Fort William, since 1805, serving as the place of disembarkation of the ships, was chosen as a starting point. In 1870, the Colonel Wolseley, who arrived for suppression of a revolt on Red River, renamed Depot into the harbor of Prince Arthur in honor of the third son of the Queen Victoria. Thanks to the best docks and discovery of silver, the harbor of Prince Arthur quickly outgrew the neighbor. In 1884 it was renamed into Port Arthur. The construction of the Canadian Pacific Railroad, which began in 1875 in Fort William, inhaled in a new life, having caused inflow of workers and immigrants, but also aroused long mistrust and rivalry between settlements. With decline of extraction of silver at the end of the century, logging became the leading industry. Logs by means of horses were delivered to River Coast, from where were alloyed to the sawmills located on the coast of Lake Superior. In 1882 the first railway line from the west was complete, and the increasing stream of transportations of grain led to prosperity of Fort William. In 2 years the first elevator was constructed, and to the 1920th ports of the region had the biggest granaries in North America. Since the beginning of the 20th century, the question of association of Fort William and Port Arthur began to be brought up. In 1920 and 1958 plebiscites about association were held, but they didn't lead to anything. In 1969 the government of the province of Ontario issued the decree on association of two cities since January 1, 1970, and it was offered to their inhabitants to choose the name. On vote with small overweight, I won against Thunder Bay option. Economy. Thunder Bay, the large transport hub and port, and also the center of the district of the same name. In the city, the enterprises of mechanical engineering, woodworking and pulp and paper industry are also located. The forest industry is the main source of jobs in the industry. For port products of the forest industry, coal and potassium salt are taken out, but the main object of port traffic, more than 70%, remain grain. Constructions for storage of grain of the port of Thunder Bay, some of the biggest in the world. The other industries include production of railway cars, ship repair, assembly of the specialized equipment and biotechnology. Also, employment is provided by the developed spheres of management, services and tourism. The population, according to a census of 2016, leaves 107,909 people, mother countries minus 121,621 inhabitants. Sport. In 1995 in the city there took place the Ski Sports World Cup. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.